What is going on, everyone? Nick from Comic Culture here. Time for the comic book haul. Let's see what I'm picking up this week. Welcome back. So big shout out to Cadets, Toys, and Comics. Links will be down below in the description to check those guys out, and make sure to sign up for their newsletter. This is the comic book haul. Let's see what I'm grabbing this week. Starting in DC Comics, we have Batman 148 from Chip Zdarsky. We have our fail-safe arc coming to a conclusion very soon, if not inside of this issue. There's a lot of work to be done, so we'll see how we get there inside of these pages. That's actually it for DC. Going over to Marvel, we have the Ultimates from Camp, issue number 1. If you've been enjoying the Ultimates run so far with Black Panther and Spider-Man and I guess even X-Men, jump into the Ultimates here. This one's going to be really, really cool. I can't wait for this creative team to dive more into this universe. Speaking of Marvel, we have Garth Ennis on Get Fury, issue number 2. Garth Ennis book. It has Fury and it has Punisher in it, and it's in Vietnam or whatever. It's going to be awesome. I love the first issue. Issue number 2 is out this week. Going over to some indie books, starting with Image, we have Falling in Love on the Path to Hell from Gary Dugan, issue number 1. We got cowboys, we got samurais. We're going to be digging into this one. Interior art looks fire. Cannot wait to see what's going on in that story. We also have issue number 2 of Bear Pirate Viking Queen. This was an interesting book. The first one was, I think, riddled in metaphor. We're going to maybe unpack a little bit of that inside this one. I think this is only a 3-issue series. We have Sean Lewis and Jonathan Marks on here. The interior art is incredible in issue number 1. Looks like it's carrying over to issue number 2, so you can check that one out if you'd like. Another big week in the Energon universe. We have Scarlet issue number 1. Kelly Thompson is on this one, so if you're reading Duke is over right now. It's pretty much going to carry over back into Scarlet, and we have Destro taking over for Cobra Commander in a couple of weeks, I think. So number 1 is out right now. There's also a really cool connecting cover with the different Energon universe books with a whole bunch of different team members on it, so make sure to check that one out as well. Continuing over in Image, we have Precious Metal issue number 1. If you're a fan of Little Bird, this isn't the same universe. It takes place 35 years before. It's amazing. It's so good. I actually read this one first and absolutely loved it. Make sure to check out Precious Metal. And if you haven't read Little Bird, do yourself a favor and buy the collected edition. Find the floppies in the wild. Amazing story. Definitely check that one out. We have Cult of the Lamb issue number 1 as well. This is a tie-in, or this is inspired from the video game. I've never played the video game. Art's really awesome in here too, and it's got a cool story as well, so make sure to check that one out. Then going over to Dynamite, we have Space Ghost issue number 2. I love that variant cover right there, and I dug issue number 1. I actually read it again about a week after I read it the first time, and I liked it a lot more. Cannot wait to see what issue 2 has in store for us. Speaking of Dynamite, we have Vampirilla, Dark Reflections, Jenny Frison. You don't want to be picking this one up. I don't know if I'm going to end up reading this one. I'm just going to probably cover grab it for now, but that's in the collection now. From IDW, we have TMNT Alpha from Jason Aaron. So we had TMNT 150 just like about a month ago, something like that. We have the new Jason Aaron TMNT run coming. This is the Alpha edition. I think this is like a stepping stone between those two, so you can see what's going on with the different turtles in here. But keep an eye out for the new TMNT relaunch for issue number 1 coming very, very soon. Get with your LCS and get those things on your FOC list for sure. Then going over to Boom Studios, we have Peter Milligan on Profane issue number 1. I don't remember anything about this book. I just remember seeing the cover and thinking it was pretty cool looking. So we got this one. We're going to check that one out. Then friends of the show, Comic Tom and Fire Guy Ryan, Ben Templesmith, Crashdown issue number 4. The conclusion of their run right now. I hope there's going to be a second volume. Cannot wait to see how the guys wrap up the story here. And then we also have Attaboy Illustrated Instructional Booklet from Tony McMillan. This is from Mad Cave Studios. I follow Tony on Instagram. I saw some of these posts and I'm like, that looks really trippy, man. So I'm going to be checking this one out as well. It'll go on my trade wall after I do some flip throughs and check it out. It looks really, really cool. Excited for that one. And then the facsimile of the week is Mad issue number 1. This one completely missed my radar. I saw it on the shelf and I'm like, oh, I definitely got to get a copy of this one. It's really cool. So grab that one if it's at your shop too. It's kind of like a real piece of history that you can have, right? So that is pretty cool. Guys, that's what I'm picking up this week. Let me know down below in the comments what you're picking up and what your most anticipated books of the week are. While you're down there, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification to be alerted whenever I put out new videos. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you in the comments.